Well, I will be telling you a little bit about myself in the second presentation, but thank you so much for telling about me, and what I wanted to do was to tell what the award means to me. Gracias, muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much to Dr. Rosalinda Barrera and to the Texas State University College of Education for sponsoring the Tomas Rivera Mexican-American Children's Book Award, and to Dr. Jennifer Battle for coordinating all the travel and accommodation details with such grace and patience, and to the award committee for selecting our book for this marvelous honor. I especially want to thank Dr. Tomas for allowing me to invite my Texas family, and there are a few of us, to share in our celebration of this award. Gracias also to my wonderful family who has traveled very far to be here and has supported me from the beginning. In particular, I want to thank my Titi Carmen, who could not be here today, but to whom I have dedicated this book. And finally, I want to thank my editor, who also is not here, Reka Simonson, who believed in and took a chance on the tiny 650-word text of Los Gatos Black on Halloween. She also had the vision to pair me up with the illustrator of my book, Yuchi Morales, who turned my dream into reality. The Tomas Rivera Award is important on two main levels. First, it will help Yuchi and me to advance our careers and to boost our egos, which every writer and artist craves. But second, and more importantly, this award is a stepping stone on the still incomplete path toward establishing Hispanic and Latin American literature as a serious genre in the United States. We Hispanics and Latinos are very creative and talented people, but our voices cannot be heard and our talents cannot be seen if we have no vehicle through which they can be seen and heard. For illustrators and writers, that vehicle is publication, so we rely on publishers to produce, publish, and promote our work. But publishing is a business, and publishers can't stay in business if they don't sell books. And to stay in business in this modern world of publishing, most publishers are unwilling to take many risks. They prefer a sure thing, a moneymaker. In the 1980s, very few children's books showed the true faces of American children. Most books were about Anglo children playing with Anglo friends. And then, in the late 80s, there was a surge of folk tales from other cultures, including the Hispanic folk tales, but most went quickly out of print and were considered a bad investment. It only made publishers more reluctant to take risks for a while. I started writing children's books in the late 1980s and began to get them accepted in the mid-90s. By then, the characters in children's books were beginning to look more like the real, diverse America that we truly are. Publishers were beginning to take a few risks, but many were still reluctant to do so. During this period, new literary awards were established to encourage diversification and authenticity in children's literature. For example, the American Library Association created awards to recognize the outstanding work of children's writers and illustrators of diverse cultures, such as the Coretta Scott King Award to honor African Americans and the Puda Belpré to honor Latinos. But there were so few books written and illustrated by Latinos that the Puda Belpré was only awarded every other year. Also during this period, other literary awards were developed to recognize authentic portrayals of Hispanic and Latino experience, such as the Americas Award for Children's and Young Adult Literature, and of course, the Tomas Rivera Mexican-American Children's Book Award, which specifically recognizes the Mexican-American experience. The establishment of these awards is crucial to our careers. Each time a Hispanic author and his or her work are selected for an award or other author, It gives prestige to that author and to the work. This encourages publishers to take a risk on that writer. And every time a publisher takes a risk on a Hispanic writer, the body of Latin American literature in the U.S. grows. With this growth comes recognition and acceptance, which leads us to become part of the norm of American literature. Our body of work has now grown so much that the Puda Belpré will be awarded annually starting next year. For Juji and me, the Tomas Rivera Award will help to promote our book, which will help its sales, which in turn will encourage our publisher to keep it in print. Competition, another part of the publishing business, will encourage other publishers to publish or continue to publish more books by and about Hispanics. Thanks to your wonderful award. And awards like this one, Hispanic children will find their culture represented in the books they read, and non-Hispanic children will easily accept Los Gatos Black and on Halloween and other books by or about Hispanics as part of the mainstream of American children's literature. Because of your help in honoring us with the Tomas Rivera Mexican-American Children's Book Award, our little book may someday be considered a classic American Halloween book. So with all my heart, I thank you again.
Those are wonderful words and said so much more eloquently than other presentations that I've made.